Peace, y'all. Welcome to today's mathematics with your girl Sunshine Monet L. Today is 7/12/8. You already know, beginning the month of 7. This is the month of the Libra scales and supreme mathematics. We're talking about God, going inward, getting into the space of isolation and solitude that you need for that spiritual awareness and that spiritual awakening you desire. Learning how to be alone without being lonely and not going inward out of sense of in spite of or because you're hurt or whatever, but just learning how to be in solitude in the realms of happiness and homeostasis. More homeostasis than happiness. We don't want the happiness. We want peace. Peace is the goal here with the 7. 7 is all about balance and fairness, paying attention to your interpersonal relationships, whether they're with other people or with yourself, because a lot of those relationships you have are a reflection of yourself, are they not? If you're not showing balance in yourself, of course your relationships with other people will not be balanced. We're also dealing with bonds and contracts in this space, justice in this space. So if you're following me, come to the KKK meetings where we're reading about how to meet your strong man and all the things of the 7s. We love it here. So we give thanks to the Supreme 7. So today we're in a day of knowledge and wisdom. Of course, that knowledge and wisdom is going to bring us a sense of understanding, right? 1 and 2 bring us to the 3. So that is like, this month has all been about finding balance. We did the equality thing where it was like, okay, what areas in our space does it feel equal? What habits and whatever. So now that we're in this space of 7, now it's really like going inward with it, because that was 6 was more about external Mercurian energy. That's the physical, the Virgo vibes, But now that we're in the Libra, the air 7 or whatever, or the intellectual like Cancer 7, we're more so inward and feminine with it, with how our internal self is being expressed in our external self, right? Not so much the other way around. All right, so in this space, we have that balance of our feminine and our masculine side, internal, external, our intellect and our wisdom, right? And how we're expressing the both of them. Are we expressing them in a balanced way? That 3 comes into 7 and give us an answer, and that brings us knowledge in our cipher. So how much intellect do you have in your cipher to bring you that? So 1 comes into the year of 8. So 1 and 8 is cool because 1 is Aries and 8 is Pluto, Scorpius energy. So that's the external and the internal solar plexus chakra that we have going on. So 8, the year 8 is the Scorpio's energy. That's the external side of the solar plexus chakra. That's how you're manipulating things in your space, how you're maneuvering, performing transformations, building, and destruction is heavy here, right? 8 also deals with spaces of power, occultism, secrets coming out. Again, still dealing with the realms of birthrights and justice, as Oya is the mother, having 9 babies, 9 being the number of born, whether it's 9 stillborns or 9 lives. What I'm saying? It's still in that realm of things, and we give thanks to Mother Oya, who rules over the elders, the marketplace, and the witches. And then 1, we're adding that 1 that we got from the month of day, which is Aries. This is the gut that controls the mind, the fire in the gut, the motivation, right? 1 is also leadership, but knowing how to be a leader because we practice that 7 correctly. Not I'm going to be a leader because I can do it better than you, or I'm better than you, or I want to be in control, or whatever. But doing a 1 because it's like, I feel good about this, and I know that I can do it by myself. And as you start to do it by yourself, the tribe will come and they're going to reflect that confidence that you feel in self. Ashe? So, all the bugs is coming my way. I can't be alone today. It's okay. So the 1 and 8 come together, and that makes 9. Today is the 9th day of birth. What are you giving birth to today? We did a lot of conception and conceiving. So now what are we bringing to this space? Especially yesterday. We had 3 8s yesterday. I know y'all was conceiving up a storm. So now what are you creating? What are you pushing out of the womb today? Dealing with that nurturing space, dealing with humanitarian pursuits, what utopia you see in your mind. And the thing about it is, if you want to do for others, this is the thing with 1s like to be alone, and 7s like to be alone when they doing their shit. And after they get done doing their shit, they want to come down from the Mount Sinai with these tablets, and then they look at the community, and the community don't even match the law and order they created, because they didn't make time to pay attention to what the community needed and what the community did. They were just doing what they wanted to do, so they didn't even fully attract what they were supposed to attract with their law and order. So this is why it's important that even though you're with your 7 and your 1, it's not in despite, because you still want to attract the community you need to attract, so that the utopia you're trying to create, and who you're creating it for, and who the target audience is, and who actually wants what it is that you have to offer. How you gonna be a leader of no one and then turn around and be a leader of people that don't want you to lead? That's wild. So be mindful of what you give birth to today. Be mindful of the kind of utopia you want to create. When you do your 7s and your 1s, make sure it's intentional with that 9 and the end of it all, right? Because we love to be of nurturing to other people, and there's nothing wrong with it. We start the day off with a 33% waxing crescent moon rising at 12:10 p.m. There's no time for set. We are in Libra with our mindset. We're all about them sevens and finding balance and fairness and, balancing those scales. We're in Virgo in our vortex right now. So we have moved on to the Virgo constellation, the Virgo and the Vedic scales. And with that is like more organization in our space, more things being materialized to show us how balanced we are, or bounce back and forth that energy of where it's at. More things being implemented into our habits and stuff like that is happening with our body self. And this is all in the sixth house, which is ruled by Leo, but it's in Virgo part at this point, which is AC. Sixth house is now on the appearance or the overall energy or auric vibe of all of us. So how organized are you? Are you being of service? How are you being of service? We could feel it. How self-managed are you? We could feel all of that. In addition to this, the sun rises at 5:41 a.m. and setting at 8:28 p.m. The moon is the furthest distance to Earth today. That happened this morning at 4:03 a.m. The activity of Delta Aquarius max date is July 30th, but it starts today, and they move about 16 an hour, so you might be able to catch one. The moon is on descending node of orbit at latitude 0 and decreasing. That begins at 6:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we'll start to see the moon become bigger and closer. The moon and porrima are at minimal angle today at 3:38 p.m. The moon was 3.2 degrees southwest, conjunction at 10:42 p.m. The moon was 4.1 degrees south, and we will be able to observe that tonight at 9:18 p.m. with a 3.8 degrees south separation. Porrima is the star of prophecy in the Virgo constellation, giving us the aha moments and the futuristic moments you need. So when you're in a space of planning and organizing, be comfortable with those aha moments. Trust those prophecies because they're coming to you for a reason, especially when you're going inward and you're downloading and meditating. Venus enters the Leo zodiac. Happy homecoming to my Leo Venusians. Ooh, so your mindset more tapping into our inner child, our inner creative, our inner romantic, with our heart chakras, and we love it here. And that happens tonight at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, Eros enters Leo constellation, so on our body self, our love is entering that inner child energy. So y'all have fun with the love. It's not always about romantic love. Sometimes it's about familial and friendship love as well. And that also happens at 7:15 p.m. tonight Eastern Standard Time. So y'all enjoy tapping into your inner child and creative self and romantic self and all the facets of love that you wish to see, and who you wish to love who, and who you wish to love you. All right, y'all, that's all I got. Peace, y'all.